Hello, am I audible? Subhasini?
Yes,
Subhasini,
sir. Yes, sir.
just wait 2 to 3 minutes. Some of the candidates they will enter. Today class only CSC branch will enter in this class. So Ajay Kumar is coming. Just wait 2 to 3 minutes. Ajay Kumar is enter into this class. So today I will discuss about BSc 105. BSc 105. This is remedial class. This is remedial class. So in this class we have discussed about the module last module, that is for leisure chapter. For leisure chapter, all the things which earlier we have discussed in all the previous classes taken uh, into the chapter of leisure. Uh, that class is, uh, is repeated today. So now just a minute. I am taking a snipping tool of your attendance. Snipping tool of your attendance. Attendance is must. So keep in mind that attendance of 60% is required for all of the students. Just a minute. I am taking a snipping shot. Attendance. Today attendance is very low. Why? Hello, Ajay.
सर सर जो आप मीटिंग टाइमिंग दी तो उसमें 2:10 लिखा हुआ है.
Okay, okay. तो 10 से पहले ही हम स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं ना. Let's see. तो रानू चल रहा सैफ अंजुमन. So in this class here today there is continuous 2 classes are having. So today class we have discussed about the leisure chapter. Leisure chapter means maximum part of the leisure chapter. Basic concept of the leisure will discuss in this class. So first is, now let's start. First is what is the full form of leisure? Ajay told me what is the full form of leisure. Ajay, Ajay.
Sir, light
Light
amplitude. So light amplitude light
Yes, yes.
amplitude sir,
हाँ?
stimulated LA.
No.
याद नहीं आ रहा.
याद नहीं आ रहा नहीं. रानू चंद्रा, what is the full form of leisure? Ranu Chandra.
Yes, sir.
What is the full form of leisure?
Sir, light
Ah,
amplification.
okay.
by stimulated emission radiation.
No, something wrong. Srishti Priya, what is the full form of laser? L for light. Srishti Priya.
Light.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Light. Sir, laser का full form.
हाँ
Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
अच्छा. And what are the properties of laser, or it? What are the characteristics of laser? So don't look your copy, huh? What are the characteristics of laser? Srishti?
सर याद नहीं है.
याद नहीं मीन्स अभी 21st or your internal exam will start on 21st to 26th. Huh? So you have to learn all these things. For second semester, your exam will start on I think 22nd June. Subhasini, what are the characteristics of laser? Subhasini Subhi.
Yes sir.
What are the characteristics of laser? Laser is an
Sir.
instrument. So,
Yes sir.
what are the characteristics?
Sir. It's
It is highly monochromatic.
yes sir. It is highly monochromatic.
Next
Uh,
is
लेजर लाइट सर याद नहीं आ रहा है ठीक से. मेड अप ऑफ सिंगल
monochromatic means it have a single color.
Yes, sir.
Monochromatic, or it can say single color. It has a single color.
yes, yes, yes,
Next characteristic is what?
sir photons are in same phase.
Okay. Means laser light as Porain. है ना? In physics,
Yes, sir.
as a physicist, you have speak that laser light is Porain. And next characteristic is what? Any-
Sir, it travel in a single direction.
Okay. Subhasini Vishkarma. Now, Subhasini Vishkarma, you told what is the difference between laser light and ordinary light? Vishkarma, only Vishkarma will ask the answer of this question. Subhasini Vishkarma.
So ordinary light is made up of 7 colors, and laser light is made up of a single color. And second difference is in ordinary light, photons are in a different are not in a same phase, or in a laser light, photons are in a same phase.
Okay.
And third is ordinary light travel in all direction, and laser light travels in a single direction or one direction.
Okay. अच्छा. Subhasini Vishkarma. Okay. Next, Subhasini, you speak. You know population inversion. So what is the definition of population inversion? Subhasini Vishkarma. Subhasini Vishkarma, what is the definition of population inversion? चलो ठीक. Okay. Next.
सर नहीं याद है.
अच्छा ओके ठीक. Next Abul Kalam. Abul, what is the full form of
Yes, sir.
population inversion?
सर पॉपुलेशन इन्वर्सन वो स्टेट होगा सर जहाँ हायर स्टेट में ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ एटम्स होना चाहिए.
Good. Very good. Very good. So for laser action, higher population is required in the upper energy level. Okay. ठीक. Abul Kalam.
Yes, sir. यस सर,
who-
इसको
who-
कंटिन्यू रखने के लिए पंपिंग किया जाता है.
Okay, okay. So Abul, you told who who had discovered the helium neon laser and where? Helium neon laser. Who will
Sir,
who had
in
discovered? Yes, yes.
Sir, in Bell Telephone Laboratory by
By Javan.
yes sir, by Javan.
Javan. And next, other two scientists are also worked with Javan.
Yes.
Javan, Benite, and Herote. In
Herotic.
Oh,
Herote. In 1918.
in 1960 sir.
1916.
Okay, 1960. And where it had to
Sir.
be discovered?
The Bell Telephone Laboratory, USA.
USA. Okay. Okay. So now, today I will repeat all these things of laser. So after completion of this class, you have read the notes and
सर
after-
बहुत लोग वेटिंग में, वो लोग एंटर करने के लिए बोल रहे हैं.
just minute. Manish Kumar only waiting. Manish Kumar. Oh, okay. Aman Kumar, Ayush Kumar, Mangalam. Acha, all are CSC branch student. Huh? Okay. Now let start. Laser. What is the full form of laser? Something. Some of the students they can do answer light amplification, stimulated emission, radiation. It is not correct. The correct answer, full form of laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Thereby, after amplification, by. The word by is included in between the amplification and stimulated. And off is included in between the emission and radiation. This chapter has to be repeated today. So, full form of laser is light amplification, A for L for light, A for amplification, by stimulated, S for stimulated, E for emission, and of R for radiation. So full form of laser is given here. Now, what is the definition of laser? I have already given in your in notes the definition of laser. So in present years, some of the sources are developed and they are highly coherent. Some of the sources they are heavy developed and they are highly coherent. Highly coherent means the radiation given out by all the emitters in the source is mutual agreement, not in phase only, but also in the direction of emission and polarization. These coherent sources are called laser. First, you have to know about the full form of laser, that is the light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. And what is the definition of laser? Definition of laser. So, in this case, we can ask that we can told that in the present years, some sources are developed which are highly coherent. It means the radiation given out by all the emitters in the source is not only in phase, but in the direction of emission of polarization. These types of coherent sources are called lasers. Now, second thing is, what are the properties or characteristics of laser? What are the properties as well as characteristics of laser? So first means before statement of this the properties of property or characteristics of laser, we can say that laser is a device. Laser is a device, instrument, which produces a very powerful beam of light, which have only single color, known as monochromatic beam of light. Laser is highly intensive. Highly intensive means it can travel a long distance with high intensity. Laser light is coherent. Coherent means photons are in the same phase, and laser moves in a single direction. So it is known as unidirectional. Laser light is known as unidirectional, or it may be say that it travels in single direction. So these are the properties or characteristics of the laser light. First thing, we can say that laser is a device or instrument which can produce a powerful beam of light which have single color or monochromatic. Laser light is highly intensive, it is coherent, and laser light have unidirectional, means it travels in a single direction. Single direction. It does not move left, right, forward or backward direction, in all directions. It only moves in forward direction. If we start switch on the laser light, we can say that the photons are emitted and photons move only in forward direction. If laser light is moved towards the left direction, then in that case we can see that laser light moves in left direction as a straight line, in a single direction. So these are the properties of laser light. Now, laser, first thing, laser is a device which produces a very powerful beam of light which have single color, that is monochromatic, highly intensive, coherent, and single direction. Highly intensive means it travels long distance with high intensity. Just a minute, Asutosh Kumar Yadav. And next thing is, what is the difference between ordinary light and laser light? Ordinary light and laser light, what is the difference between them? So first thing, Asutosh Kumar Yadav. Asutosh Yadav, are you present? Asutosh?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
So you told what is the difference between ordinary light and laser light?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
ऑर्डिनरी लाइट सर,
ah,
ऑर्डिनरी लाइट का इंटेंसिटी बहुत कम होता है सर, और लेजर लाइट का इंटेंसिटी ज्यादा होता है.
okay.
वेवलेंथ मिक्सचर होता है सर इसमें, और लेजर लाइट में सिंगल वेवलेंथ होता है.
Okay.
कोहेरेंस होता है सर लेजर लाइट.
Okay. Acha, in that case, here I have written coherent word. है ना? For laser light, I have written coherent word. And here for ordinary light, incoherent word is coming. So what is coherent means what? Asutosh? Coherent.
सिंगल वेवलेंथ सर.
No. No. Anybody?
सर जहाँ सब कोई
Just a
मिलता है
minute.
एक
Just a
phase में.
minute. Abul Kalam. Only Abul Kalam will told. Abul.
सर जहाँ
Asutosh.
सब वेव एक ही साथ मिलता है.
Asutosh. Unmute करो. हाँ. Abul Kalam. Start.
सर जहाँ सभी वेव एक ही फेज में मिलता है.
Can you understand? Hello, anyone? Hello, Ajay.
Sir,
Ajay, are you satisfied with Abul answer? Ajay,
no, sir.
eh?
No, sir.
No. So Abul, Abul, Abul,
Yes, sir.
फिर से इसको satisfy करो.
हाँ सर, किसमें सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है?
Coherent. What is that? This term, coherent term is means what?
सर, जहाँ दो वेव्स मीट करता है और ज्यादा एम्पलीट्यूड का वेव प्रोड्यूस करता है।
सुभाषिनी विश्वकर्मा. सुभाषिनी.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ah.
sir.
What do you mean
Sir,
by coherent
photon-
word?
So coherent means जो photons होते हैं वो same phase में होते हैं.
How?
So जो energy level होता है photons का वो एक single wavelength में जाता है जिसके वजह से वो same phase में.
Just you give an example. Just you give an example and satisfy about the same phase. Just you give an example.
Example.
In previous class, I have already asked when we switch on the laser light and admin building of Chaivasa Engineering College. Next start. Viskarma, clear my statement.
Yes, sir.
Explain the example which I have earlier explained in your class. चलो ठीक
Sir,
है.
I don't remember.
Okay. What is the difference between ordinary light and laser light? So first thing, you know all that the ordinary light have 7 colors and laser light have only single color. Ordinary light means suppose torch light. So in that case, it have 7 colors and laser light is, has only single color, red color. Incoherent, here for ordinary light there is a word coming that is incoherent, and for laser light we have used a term coherent. Coherent, first you know about coherent one. Coherent means the photons are in the same phase. How? Suppose we have on a laser light at admin building of Chaivasa Engineering College. In that case, we can see that at the initial stage of starting after switching the laser light, the photons are emitted. The photons are emitted and they cover an equal area in both the directions only. Means on left direction as well as on right direction. If the photons cover an area of 10 centimeter in left direction, then in that case the photons are again cover 10 centimeter in right direction. So at initial stage we can say that the photons cover total area 20 centimeter, but each side it cover 10 centimeter. When we go to the go to in front of road, highway, in front of road or in front of main gate of Chaivasa Engineering College, we can see that the laser light in that place, means at the place of main gate, the photons are also in the same phase. The photons are also covering the same area. Same area means in left direction it covers 10 centimeter. At the position of main gate the photons cover 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter in left direction or 10 centimeter in right direction. Means at the final end position, the photons cover equal area, 20 centimeter, 20 centimeter. Out of 20 centimeter, the photons cover 10 centimeter left direction or 10 centimeter in right direction. So we can say that the photons are in the same phase. But for ordinary light, here I have used a term incoherent. So in this case, when we torch on the switch torch light, then we can say that torch light photons are moving in all directions. Means in forward direction, maximum part it covers forward direction. Some of the part, suppose to 5 centimeter photons are moving in backward direction. Suppose in left direction photons covers 20 centimeter, or in right direction it covers maybe 5 centimeter, or in forward direction photons covers suppose 25 centimeter. So in that case, in this case, we can see that photons cover unequal area in all the directions. It also covers backward direction, few part of backward direction, but laser light cannot cover backward part of initial positions. So in this case, we can use for ordinary light, we can use an incoherent word. Incoherent word are coming due to photons are not in the same phase. Next is the ordinary light moves in all directions. It means when I have given an example of torch light, then in that case you can understand this term all direction. And laser light moves in only one direction, that is laser light is unidirectional. So these are the difference between ordinary light and laser light, or it may be say that these are the characteristics or properties of ordinary light and laser light. Now next thing is energy level and quantum transition. Energy level and quantum transition, and after that there is a word that is absorption. So for this energy level, the statement of energy level, suppose these are the two lines, E1 and E2 are the simple two lines, are given here in this figure. An atom here, a dot is given here like black spot. See, suppose this black spot is an atom. So we know that atom has an energy. It has definite value. So due to the energy of this atom, this line is said to be energy level E1 of this atom, energy level of this atom. And here this line or this energy level is in the lower part. So this energy level is known as lower energy level. When this atom jump from this line, this energy level to this level, so again when reaching the atom from lower to upper, so this line will be said to be the energy level. अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं, इसके बाद ठीक फिर क्लास लेंगे, इसी लिंक में ज्वाइन करोगे. So this line is said to be upper energy level. because this atom moves from lower energy level to this energy level, means it reaches to the upper energy level E2, here E1 and E2. So when an atom jumps from one energy level to other, not lower from upper, one energy level to other, or other energy level to ground state energy level, that process is known as quantum transition. Energy level, due to the energy of this atom, this line is known as, these lines are known as energy levels of this atom, of these atoms. And when an atom jumps from one energy level to other, this process is known as quantum transition. Next word is coming, that is absorption. Absorption. Suppose here in this figure, an atom is placed at the lower energy level E1. Now, after some time, a photon, here photon, this is the photon. After some time, a photon is interact with this atom. The atom takes all the energy of this photon. This photon. The atom, suppose, takes all the energy of this photon. So this atom have this atom is getting more energy. So in that case, this atom here, the atoms moves from energy level 1 in ground state energy level to upper energy level E2. So absorption, here we can we see that this atom is absorbed the photon of energy of this photon. So here the process of absorption will take place. So in this case, we can see the absorption process will be held. Absorption process will held. So it can be or it can be defined as an atom in the lower energy level. An atom in the lower energy level E1, a photon of frequency mu. Frequency of this photon is mu, can excite the atom to higher energy level. So in that case, H mu is equal to E2 minus E1 minus E2. This process is known as absorption, because atom absorbs the energy of photon. Now, next is spontaneous. There are two emission process: spontaneous emission process and stimulated emission process. In university exam, these are the spontaneous and stimulated emission process is very much important for university question. University will ask what is the difference between absorption, spontaneous and stimulated emission. So today I have already told that absorption process means photon atom absorbs all the energy of the photon. Now this atom travel from lower energy to upper energy level. So here this atom is reached to the upper energy level E2. Now we can draw a diagram, and in this diagram we can see that there is no atom present in the energy level E1. Maximum number of atoms means a single atom is present in the upper energy level E2. After reaching in the upper energy level of the photon, the atom lying in the upper energy level E2 tries to move, come to the lower energy level here, lower energy level E1 by itself. In that case, it takes time 10 to the power minus 8 seconds and have to be stable. The energy is emitted in the form of E is equal to H mu equal to E2 minus E1. there is a photon of, there is a single photon is during this process, there is a single photon is emitted. Spontaneous emission. After completion of the absorption process, after completion of this absorption process, this atom moves into the upper energy level. Means here in this figure I have already given upper energy level have a atom. Now this atom line rise to the upper energy level to lower energy level, come to the lower energy level. So in that case, it takes time 10 to the power minus 8 seconds to, after that, the atom has to be stable in the lower energy level, E1. In that case, a single photon is emitted during this period. This process is known as spontaneous emission, or it may be called, if a particle passes from higher energy state to lower energy state, higher energy state to lower energy state, it emitting a photon of energy h mu. Here, it emitting a photon, and the energy of the photon is h mu. This process is known as spontaneous emission. After completion of this spontaneous emission, next is the stimulated emission. In this emission process, the incidence of a radiation on the particle, the incidence also of a radiation on the particle, which is in the excited state. Suppose this particle is having in the upper energy state or excited state. Stimulated the emission of a similar radiation by the particle by transition to the lower energy state. Here, look my cursor, lower energy state. In this process, there are two or more than two photons are will be emitted. This type of emission is known as stimulated emission. So here we have discussed about energy level, quantum transition, absorption, spontaneous emission, stimulated emission. Energy levels, atom has an own energy due to this. Due to the energy of the atom lying in any line or any state is known as energy state or energy level. Now, if an atom jumps from one energy level to another energy level, the process is known as quantum transition. Absorption, if a photon of energy h mu is incident on this atom, the atom takes all the energy of the photon and it travels from lower energy to upper energy level E2, E1 to E2. So here we can see that atom absorb the photon energy of photon. So this process is known as absorption. Now spontaneous emission. After the completion of the absorption process, the atoms reaches to the upper energy level E2. The atom tries to come to the lower energy level E1 during, so it jumps from upper energy level to lower energy level E1. It takes time 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. During this period, a photon is emitted. This process is known as spontaneous emission. Now, stimulated emission. So, in the upper energy level or excited energy state, atom is placed. Atom jumps from upper energy to lower energy level. It emits two or more than two photons are emitted, known as stimulated emission. Or the incidence of radiation on the particle which is in the excited state stimulated the emission of similar radiation by the particle to lower energy, transition to lower energy state. This type of emission is known as stimulated emission. Now, next is the population inversion. Next is, hello, Ajay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
After completion of this class, again you will join in the